Welcome back to another video, and in this video I'm going to be talking a little bit about the dip, or what Seth Godin refers to as the dip. And so in order to be able to explain this, first I'm going to explain it sort of intellectually, and then I'm going to jump onto my iPad. So what is the dip? So in essence, what we're doing is, when we're starting a business, when we're learning a new skill, or maybe we're on YouTube and we're trying to make videos for YouTube, or we're trying to create content for whatever the thing is, or maybe we're making a website, or maybe we're learning to play guitar, or maybe we are joining a Facebook group because we bought a course and we're working through the course, and there's certain exercises, there's certain homework, there's certain things that we're trying to learn inside of that course. Now what happens is we get started, and actually, so yeah, let me jump on the iPad, and I'll talk through this right now. So what happens is we get started, and this is me, or this is you. We're all happy and we're all shiny, and we're all good. But then we're starting along this journey, and it's like, okay, we're going uphill. We're learning some stuff. We're getting to this point, and we start losing energy. We start kind of tapering off, where it's like we've got all this excitement, we've got all this go, we want to get this going, and then we get to this point where, oh, it's a little bit difficult, and we start putting things off. So let's use an example like YouTube, right? If you are publishing your first video, then you're publishing the next video, then you're publishing the next video, then you're publishing the next, and the next, and the next, and the next. Throughout this period, you're not seeing much results, right? You got like 0 people watching, maybe you got 5 people watching, whatever, you've got a couple of views. It's like no views, right, at this point. And it's kind of stressful, because it's like, what's going on? Why is it not working? We're questioning ourselves. We're questioning whether we're experts. We're questioning whether we should be even doing this. Are we doing the right thing? Are we not doing the right thing? Not enough people clicking on the videos. What's going on? We're not, it's just difficult. But it's one of those things where, if you're doing YouTube for a while, if you're watching this video, that there's a bit of time that we need to give the algorithm. We need to publish more videos. Like, publishing 5-6 videos is not going to help anybody. It's just not enough volume. But what happens is, we get to that point of despair, we get to that point of like losing energy, and we're like, that's not good enough. We publish one more video, and then it's like, nah, this is not working. And you get into this dip, we get into this valley, right? And then all of a sudden, maybe we watch another YouTube video, and then, okay, wait, let's pick this up. And so we start getting the energy again. But we're a little further along the line, and we've got a little bit more traction maybe, and so we continue doing the thing. But what happens is, with your YouTube channel, when you're at that point, if I can scale this down, it's like the 0,000 views, and then maybe there's some activity, and then maybe there's some more activity. So if you line this up here, it's like, this is when, oopsie, it's like, this is when nothing is happening, because we didn't do anything. And then when we did do something again, she starts to pick up again. So this is kind of psychologically, we go through this valley of despair, or this dip, right? And what a lot of people are saying is, well, generally people who are just starting out, generally people who are just getting going with their channels, or with their business, or with their thing, is they are over here. And the trick then is, as a business owner, or as a course creator, or as somebody who's making YouTube videos, or somebody who's trying to help people grow their business, or maybe even learn the skill, the guitar, whatever, is to help people get across this gap with some sort of a bridge, where you're helping them, you're giving them some functional help, right? Whether it's to save time, or save money, or do the thing a little bit more efficiently, learn the thing a little quicker, so that they can get results faster, so that they can almost eliminate this piece here. And that's tricky, because as an educator, as somebody who's trying to level people up, who's trying to cut the learning curve down, that can be a little bit difficult, because there's a lot of sort of gurus out there saying what you need to be doing, what you should be doing and shouldn't be doing. It's just part of the course. Now, why is it important that I'm making this video? Why am I making this video for you? Well, I've spent 6 or 7 years now learning digital marketing, and this YouTube channel is testament to its success, or its what's happening on YouTube. Okay, so you can see here on the screen, I've got my analytics up, and if you look at this process, right, I'm going to take a screenshot of this, and I'm going to put it on my, well, I'll just annotate right here. So if you look at this, this process here, it's like the channel started around 2014, and I had a video, kind of the second video that I put up, go a little bit nuts, and that video got like 700,000 views or whatever. Turns out I decided to take that video down because, well, it wasn't lining up with my channel and what I wanted my brand to be. Back here in sort of 2014, 2015 was when, YouTube was the wild, wild west, and we could basically upload anything. There were no copyright claims or any of those things. And so I think a lot of us just threw up videos because, well, we could. And, copyright music wasn't even a thing. So uploading videos with music in the background wasn't really, and then obviously, like, lots of things happened on YouTube, and things had to change. But what happened was, I got to this point where I didn't think the channel was working. I didn't think that the channel was necessary to have in my business. I was spending a lot of time making videos, but not getting much reward. And so that's when, the channel started declining. And it got to a point where around mid last year-ish, you can see there's this little spike going on here where I decided to start uploading again. And this is kind of the dip that I'm talking about. Is I am now in this process over here, especially this last month or two, to try to revive the channel, and I'm trying to get out of that dip, because here I got into that valley, I got into that despair, I got into that, what am I good in, what am I doing, why am I not successful, why is YouTube only paying me $100 every 2 months or 3 months, right? It just wasn't a thing. Apart from the first video or the second video that I said got lots of views, my own content wasn't getting a lot of views. And so it created this imposter syndrome in my head, where I was like, oh wait, I need to make better content, but I wasn't willing to put the effort in. But also I wasn't at a point where I could just spend unlimited time working on YouTube. But what I didn't do, what I could have done, what I should have done, was made regular content, and promoted or worked on content, even on a monthly or a bi-monthly or even every week, kind of at least one video minimum, to have kept the channel going. Because I think then, I was already getting like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 views a day. 2,000 views a day, maybe 1,200 average per day. And if I had maintained that, I would have been further along, and I would have, maybe it would have done this over time, or maybe like this, I would have maybe done more with the channel earlier on. But nonetheless, it is what it is. I'm not beating myself up anymore over it. But I wanted to talk about this dip. I wanted to talk about this valley, because it's a real thing. It's something that we have to, that we take into account. It's something that I think is necessary to speak about. So that's why I'm making this video. And if you're watching all the way to the end here, what I could say is, from an encouragement point of view, is just try to keep going. Have trust in the process, have trust in YouTube, have trust in the thing that you're working on, whatever you're working on, right? Whether it's an idea that you're wanting to sell a product, or maybe you invested in something online, or maybe you're learning this new skill, whatever the case may be, you're trying to market your business. Just keep trying, just keep trying, just keep trying. Eventually, with a little bit of experience and a little bit of time, you'll learn certain things. I'm not saying don't learn from other people, but definitely take into account your own learnings as well. And you can only learn from your own experience. You can only have those, you can only learn from the experiences you've had, right? And so that's the nugget for this video. I really hope that you enjoy and you take the content forward. I wanted to talk a little bit about my YouTube journey, a little bit about my channel, because I think that gives you context as to why I've changed directions and why I haven't been focused on it, and why you're seeing a flurry of activity, especially if you're a subscriber watching this. So, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. If you want to like the video because you like the content, hit the like button. It really, 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 really helps me out. And yeah, do your thing. Keep going. Keep trucking on. I wish you all the best for the future. Thank you so much. Bye.